We live, we live, we live.
What up, YouTube? Welcome to the Keep Living channel. I am the KL Rider. So, let's get into this video. Just wanted to bring you guys another product, pretty much that I use every day on my daily ride. So, as motorcyclists, I think it's very important that we carry some gear with us at all times, whether it be tools, medical equipment, food, water. Like, I don't see any sense of going out for a ride, especially if it's longer than 20 minutes, half an hour, and you're not prepared for anything that could possibly go wrong on the road. So I think it's very important that we carry some, what I would say, pretty much, some necessities, and also pretty much, some comfort items. So a lot of us, we're trying to decide, especially as a new rider, what should I bring with me? What should I carry? Some people want to have backpacks. Some people want to have tail bags or, tank bags. Some people want to have, pretty much, all three. I'm still figuring it out, myself, even after about 4.5 years of riding. There's different days where I want to carry certain things, and there's other days that I don't want to carry other things. So I've looked into a lot of different products. A lot of it was mostly specifically geared towards riding. So it's actually made by riding companies for riding your motorcycles. But I found out as time went by that a lot of the stuff that I looked at that was dedicated to motorcyclists didn't really kind of work for me for one reason or the other. So based on your size, your height, what type of bike you have, there's certain products that's going to be comfortable for you, and then there's going to be products that are not comfortable for you. So you have to kind of try to figure out what's best for you. Like, one backpack that everybody loves may not be the backpack for you. Maybe it's too heavy, maybe it's too light for your application. So you have to figure this stuff out. So specifically for me, I have found a system for myself, and part of this system is pretty much for me a waist pack. So this is not a dedicated motorcycle waist pack, but it is a really good waist pack that I found that works really, really well for me. So let's get into it. So this is the waist pack that I found for me that works really, really good for my riding capabilities and my comfort levels and so forth and so on. So this is the original pack that I've had. It's called the Viscene waist pack. Viscene, V-I-S-C-N-E. And I'll leave a link description in my description box where you can get this. This is a really, really cool waist pack. I can't stress enough how great this thing is and how durable it is, even when it's full with things that I have in it. So this is what I have. This is what I'm currently using right now, and as you can see, it's the teal color. Pretty much it has gray straps, but I did get the red color, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. So we'll just go ahead and take that out of the pack, and I'll put this to the side, and I'll show you what I have inside this when I put it inside this pack over here. So this is the same pack. This is the Viscene waist pack. Call it a fanny pack, whatever it is that you want to call it. I don't care. But to me, it's a waist pack. So this is the red color, and we're just gonna start taking this out. So this is what it looks like when it comes comes in a package. Naturally it's in the box, so sealed really, really good. I'm just gonna take a little blade and Now, you'll probably notice that I'm wearing actual motorcycle gloves. And the reason why I'm doing this is because when you're riding, there's going to be times when you need to actually navigate, your waist pack or your backpack or whatever the case is. And you may not want to take off your gloves, at that time. So I'm manipulating, this pack, with my motorcycle gloves. So don't think I'm strange or anything like that. So this is what it looks like. Brand new out the box. And this is the back side. You have your waist straps here. Nice sweat wicking away cushion right here. And guys, I can't tell you how soft this is against your waist. Like literally when you have this pack on, like even if you have it full, it doesn't feel like it's weighing you down. Like this material is so comfortable. It's like a mesh. I'm sorry, I hit the camera. It's like a mesh type of material that has, some vents in it, to keep you cool, also for those hot summer days. And, as you guys know, I pretty much ride out in Florida, so it gets hot out here. But not only is it, it's cool, it's also, very soft, cushioning. So you have your waist straps here that you can, fully adjust. These buckles are ridiculously great. Not one time has this thing ever come apart on me. So a nice, good, solid, you're going to hear the snap. This thing is not coming loose. Adjustability, here's your adjustments right here. And the nice thing about this is actually it's kind of double adjusted. So, you pull here to, loosen it up, tighten it up. And you also have one, on the other side too as well. And it has like this little loop where you can actually keep the strap in. You can put it all the way to the bottom, whatever the case is. So it doesn't, flap around in the wind. Pretty sturdy. And just to let you guys know, my teal one that I just showed you, I did crash in that. And if you saw my video that I did about my crash, I'm going to explain about the waist pack. But just to let you know, in that video I recently did, and I'll leave a description, up here or up here. I did have this waist pack on at the time, and it did not break and it did not come loose. And that was about a year ago, and I'm still currently using that same pack. So that's the back side. And the star of the show is the front side over here. So this is the front side, and as you can see, it's a lot going on. So let's start from the left side. So the left side has, a pocket here. You can zip this down. In this particular pocket, I wouldn't put anything heavy. I would say maybe put like some light items in here, like maybe, a snack, a candy bar, maybe some chapstick or something like that. But I wouldn't necessarily keep like a full set of keys in here. Like if you just have like your motorcycle key and you want to put in here, that's fine. But like a full set of keys, I don't think that's a good idea, because eventually, just like pants pockets, those keys are going to end up poking like the fabric here. Even though this fabric is very, very strong, over time your keys are just going to end up slicing and dicing here, and it may end up poking up a hole. So, kind of keep some soft items in these side pockets over here. Zip that up. It has like this great tassel on it. Very sturdy tassel. You can get quite a lot in here. Actually, 3 fingers, 3 fingers in here. So yeah, you can definitely get some stuff in there. But I'll put stuff in here when I start filling this thing up. Moving over, you do have another strap here, and this is for, I'll take this out. We'll get to this harness thing later. You have another strap right here, and this is for a water bottle. So you can actually put a water bottle inside this little mesh pocket right here. Strap it down so your water bottle doesn't fall out. And I'll give you an example of that, in a few too as well later on in the video. But as you can see here, it also has adjustability here. You can loosen or tighten it based on how, big your bottle is. Now, you're not going to get, 32 inch, 32 ounces, of water in here. I don't think that's going to fit. I would normally just put like basic water bottles in here, a soda bottle or something like that. Bottles of that size, in height, in weight for the most part is actually going to fit inside, this pocket. So you have one here. See that right in there. And you also have one on the other side. So everything that I'm showing you on the left side is also on the right side too as well. Let's get rid of that. So there's also, another pocket here that you can put a water bottle. I rode around with 2 water bottles, one in each side, dual water bottles, and them things have not fallen out. I'm talking about I've done full leans, in the corners. No matter how fast I'm riding, these water bottles never fell out of here. So kudos, to that. I love that. I love that. And you also have your strap here. There's another strap here that you have, to cinch that down, keep it tight in there. You can put whatever else you want in here too as well. If you have, like some medicine, if you carry Tylenol, aspirin bottles or whatever the case is, you can dump that in there, cinch it down, and you have quick access to that. You also have, in the front part right here, you have these cords, these little bungee cords right here. You can cinch down, loosen up. Let's say if you got wet or something like that, you got like a sweater or a shirt, t-shirt or something like that, you can actually throw that in here. But at the same time, this also can act as another water bottle strap area. Now it's not as secure because it doesn't have the straps, but it does have this cinch down cord right here that you can pull. You pull this down, cinch it up really, really good, and you can stick something in here that's kind of cylinder or whatever the case is, like I said, a shirt, whatever, cinch it down, and now you got something hanging off the side, the side of your pack. The goal is to keep it, pretty light. You don't want to put too much heavy stuff, on it, and weigh it down or whatever. So you got to use your judgment as far as, what you put in there. But that's pretty cool. Also on the front side, you do have, some front pockets. So you have one on the left side. And if you can see that, I could put my fingers. You can get a lot of stuff in there. And I'll show, like I said, I'll show you what I put in there a little bit later. So that pocket in there, you see that's, pretty deep. It's got some, flexibility to it. Sorry guys, I keep hitting the camera. It's got some flexibility to it. You see all my fingers, in there. So you can definitely, put some stuff in there. It's again on the right side too as well, depending on how you're looking at it. And same thing, you can add some stuff, add some whatever it is that you want in there too as well. So you have dual pockets. So you have these dual pockets. You have this bungee strap in the middle. You have 2 water bottle mesh pockets, one on each side. And then you have these 2 smaller pockets on the side, which go around your waist. And I'm going to tell you right now, like I said, this thing is super comfortable, man. I love this thing. I love this thing. Now let's go into the larger compartment. So as you can see, the larger compartment has 2 straps on here. So one of the big selling points for this bag for me was these straps. These straps is for once you fill this up, and it starts sticking out, you can use these straps, click them in here, Take the straps, click it. You're going to hear a positive click. Heard that? That's not coming loose. And those straps you can cinch down pretty much like a backpack. So you're cinching it down and you tighten everything up towards the waist, of your body, towards, your body. And it really keeps everything secure, and it's not flapping around, all over the place. If it's like, hanging down, at the bottom, and then it's flapping, flapping all over here. You don't want that. So you have two straps. You have one on the left side and one on the right side. Sorry, my phone went off, but I'll get to that later. And so, boom, let's open up the bigger pocket here. This is my favorite because when you look at this thing, you're like, man, there's not a lot of room in here. Let me tell you something. There's tons of room in here. Just look at all the space. Get all this space right here. So let's go through it. First of all, I get my whole hand, wrist, going down, close to, my elbow in here. I can get 2 full hands in here. Look at that. Got my big hands here. I'm sticking it out. I'm sticking it out this side. So you see how much this thing expands? Look how much this expands. That really expands right there. So at first glance, you're like, oh my God, this is small, but nope. This pocket is nice and deep. Now, what makes this even greater is that there are 2 pockets on the inside. So you have one pocket here that has a zipper. So it has a zipper line across the pocket sides of the front. And as you can see, when I open that, there's more. You have another extra layer of space in there. You see that? More mesh, so you can actually kind of see, what's in there. And it's just more space. And I'll tell you what I use this, what this particular area is used for when I ride. It also has a keychain lanyard. It's a keychain lanyard right here. This works very well. I just put my keys on here, for easy access, dump them inside. So this has, zipper part right on the side right there. And you take the zipper, you can see it, zip it on up. And boom. So you have that pocket on the inside right here. Then you have the rest of your space, and you can't see, but the space goes all the way into the deep corners, of the bag. So out on this side, the space comes out. This is where the zipper stops where my thumb is at. But there's more space, as you can see, more space over here. And whatever you put in here, it doesn't get in the way of the water bottle because, as you can see, the water bottle pouch actually expands. So keep that in mind. So same thing on the other side. I don't know if you can see inside. I keep hitting the camera. Huh? Sorry. As you can see, I'm a rookie with this. Same thing on the side. And, more room, past the zipper too as well. So you have that deep area in there, which is great. Then on the inside, flip on the other side. The other side, you have a pocket, just a slip pocket. There's no zipper for it, but you can just slip something down here. If you have like credit cards or money, you want to slip a couple of dollar bills in there or whatever the case is. Anything flat or whatever the case is, or something that's small, in cylinder, like some chapstick, or whatever the case is, you can put whatever comes to mind that you think you need, on the ride. Everything is about what you think you're going to need, on that ride, but you just want to make sure that you actually have it. So you got that slip pocket. The slip pocket, as you can see, goes all the way across. It's like a small, bungee type of, pocket. Whatever you put in there, it's not going to come out. Like, it's not going to dump in the inside. And then naturally, if you turn it upside down, depending on how much stuff you have in it, yeah, it may come out, but it's pretty much going to stay in place. Dudes, I've experimented with this thing, and I tell you, I have had no issues, with this bag. Zippers, you have dual zippers, so you can, organize it either side. It has like nice, pull tabs on it. So like I said, you're wearing gloves, you got pull tabs that you can actually pull. This is the logo, whatever the case is. Like, it's just a red, stitching on there, but you can easily pull this, with your gloves. So I'm zipping that up, and this is the bag. So I got it in the red color, and the great thing I liked about this bag, that it doesn't look like some cheap little fanny pack. This actually looks like, a decent pack. Like, if you're going camping, you're going hiking, in my case, I use this, for riding, every day, especially if I don't feel like carrying a backpack, because there's going to be those days where you just don't want to have a backpack on your back. Like, you just want your back to be free. This is where this comes in handy. And excuse me, to make things even better, you can buy 2 of these and have one, on each side. One on your left side, one on your right side. So I absolutely love this pack. It does have a firm bottom to it, so when you sit this down, you sit it down, it's gonna stay flat once you have things in it. But for the most part, it's going to be on your waist, and you can carry it as a shoulder bag, too. You can throw this on your shoulders, make it a crossbody bag. Like, you can do whatever it is that you want, that you want with this thing. For the most part, but I pretty much use it, as a waist bag and on my waist. Once it's on my waist and I have it cinched down, it's good. And when I wear this, I don't wear it so tight where I can't move it. I wear it just loose enough so if it's sitting like on the side of me here, I can reach around and just slide it towards the front of me, while I have it on. Now, I will say this, and this is the caveat. You won't be able to slide this around if this is on your bare skin. So you got to have on like some type of undergarment, like a t-shirt or a tank top, under it. And it is literally slide around. If it's sliding around your skin, and if it's moist outside and you're kind of sweating, it's going to get, kind of sticky, moving along. So you want to make sure you have on like some type of, real light undergarment under here in order for it to slide around smoothly on your waist. So you see how that's sliding? It literally slides, just like that, around your waist. But I usually keep mine's, on my left side over here. And now we're going to pack this thing out, and I'm going to show you exactly, what I put inside my pack. All right. All right. So as everybody can see, I got the bag fully packed out. This is what it looks like when it's pretty full. As you can see, it's still very compact, and I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff in here, but as you can see, the form fit factor, of this, you check out the outline. It has a very nice shape, a squarish, almost squarish, ovalish type, shape to it. So it's fully packed out. It's the back side strap, front side with everything in it. And so let's just go through some of the contents. So let's start with the outside pockets, and I'll show you guys what I have inside. So we'll start with a little side pocket right here. So a little side pocket I keep. This is just some electrolytes from Liquid Labs. You can buy whatever type of electrolytes you like, but this is pretty much to keep you hydrated. So when you're on the road, if you're thirsty, you can dump these inside of your drink or whatever the case is, and that's going to help you from cramping up, especially if you're riding in the heat, hot weather like I am in Florida out here. Same side pocket, I keep a little mini flashlight. Of course, we all know what flashlights are used for. This is just a little ultra tack flashlight. You know, nothing fancy dancy, but it's good to have a light, you know, at all times. All right, so moving around into the right side, small pocket over here, I keep some utility tools, basic ones. So in here I just have, you know, some basic nail clippers or whatever the case is. We all know what nail clippers are used for, blah 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 blah. And I keep a Leatherman multi-tool. So this literally can come in handy. I kind of actually use this, you know, pretty much, you know, every day, especially at work. And this is the Leatherman Wingman. I don't know if you can see that Leatherman Wingman here. Small little, you know, multi-tool. There's tons of Leathermans out there, you know, you pick and choose. I got this one, you know, it's got some, you know, pliers on it. It does have a knife, you know, and all that other stuff in it that I'm not going to take out because this is not a review of this. But took that to the side. And as a backup, I keep a blade, you know, small little razor blade from Work Pro. Very small and compact. Little flip out, whatever the case is. You got a blade, you know, you got to cut a package open or something like that. You go to the store last minute, you need some headphones. You know, those things, you know, those packages can be extremely hard to open. So you got this, you know, to help you out. So this little compact, small there. And last but not least, so all the way at the bottom, like I said, these things kind of deep pockets in here. And I have a Victorinox. This is, you know, another tool, you know, that I have. You know, it's pretty much the same as a multi-tool, but it doesn't have the pliers. But I got this one because it has three things that I really like. For one, got this huge knife, you know, without actually have to carrying, you know, a dedicated knife here, which is, you know, pretty dope. And it also has, you know, a corkscrew remover, you know, for some wine or some liquor. Never drink when you drive and ride, all right? But most importantly, I got it because it has a dedicated toothpick and it also has a dedicated pair of tweezers in here. So all you do is, you know, naturally I can't get this out with the gloves, but you got your toothpick and you got your tweezers. And all you got to do is pull them out, you know, little sides, and boom, you're ready to go. It has, you know, a little saw in here, you know, also too as well. But this thing also comes in handy, so throw that to the side. So that was in that pocket. In this particular pocket right here, this is where I keep, you know, some small little medical items. I got some wet wipes, some wet ones, you know, just a little bit of, you know, antibacterial pads. You know, if you're going to the gas station or something like that and you pick up the handle, there's some gook on there, whatever the case is, you know, now you got something, you know, to clean your hands off, you know, with. What else? Just some little knickknacks. I keep in a little, you know, Ziploc bag, you know, some ointments, you know, antibacterial ointments or whatever the case is. Some itchy cream, you know, a little bit of Band-Aids, small and, you know, compact. And then as, you know, it's a little bit more, I got some burn gel, some more itchy, you know, pads or itchy wipes or whatever the case is, and some sterile wipe pads in here. And also have a little roll wrap just in case I have to wrap up a Band-Aid that keeps coming off. Yeah, so I have that. And I have another one, just to keep it inside of a canister to keep it dry. You know, same thing, some more ointments, just some little Band-Aids, you know, at the bottom. So it's like a little small, basic little medical kit, you know. I suggest, you know, you keep one of these on hand, you know, at all times, no matter where you're going. So got that. We'll toss that to the side. So that was those three pockets. On the left side over here, I have my bigger flashlight, and this is a 300 lumen flashlight. This is actually really, really great. I actually like this. This is from just a basic flashlight. It's from an Energizer. This thing is damn bright, as you can see. Extremely bright. You're riding at night, something like that. You drop something on the ground or whatever the case is. You got a little flashlight with you, so always keep a flashlight on you. All right, so now we're moving to, the big pouch. And let's see what's inside this. So I have packed out. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully the background noise is, done for now. All right, so we're opening up the main compartment of the pouch here. And what I have, believe it or not, I got a big old full roll of Scott toilet tissue. So, what is this good for? We all know what toilet tissue is good for. You're on a road, you're on a long hike, even a short hike, and you got to use the bathroom. You got to stop at the gas station or something like that. And these gas stations, not that, sanitary. They don't really have soap and, toilet tissue, whatever the case is. So you got to go. Always have a good roll of toilet tissue on you. Trust me, you're going to be glad that you carried this. It takes up space, but you'll be glad that you had it. Also, in the inside, I have, this is a stop the bleed kit. So God forbid if you're ever in an accident and you lose a limb, you lose an arm, bottom of your leg or something like that, and you're losing tons of blood. This is something perfect that I think you should keep. And actually, even if you're not a rider, I think this is something that you should actually keep on you, at all times. So I keep this in a Ziploc bag, also just to keep it from any type of, rain damage, or if it's raining real hard, it doesn't get, contaminated. So I keep a tourniquet, and I keep some 5x9 gauzes in here, and I'll also keep an Israeli bandage. I'm not going to go in details, but if you have this, you should get training, learn how to use it. I mean, I'm already trained up on this stuff. I know how to use these things. Practice with it. You'll know what to do after, you start getting some more knowledge about this application. But this is basically a stop the bleed kit, and this is going to stop any type of blood, from rushing out of your body. And a lot of times when people have accidents, what kills them is that literally they bleed out. If they had something to actually stop the bleed, this stuff, can pretty much, save your life. All right, so moving along. Also with that bleed kit, I also have, the chest seals that come with it too as well. So this is supposed to be particularly, for any type of entry, exit wounds, bullet wound, you get shot, you get pierced by something, a knife. This is great for protecting, your vital organs. So you don't want to be stuffing gauze pads, where your vital organs are. So this is where these come in, especially near your heart. Basically, it's a strong, film that you put over the actual hole, and it sucks the blood back into your body while you're breathing. Because every time you breathe, those particular blood vessels, they're pumping out blood. And since you have a hole in your body, that blood is actually going to shoot through your body and out of your body. So you want to retain as much as blood as you can, to help preserve your life until, more professional help comes. So these are very important. Always keep these on me. I also keep some burn dressing. We have some burn dressing here. And naturally, like I said, you fall off on your bike and you start sliding down the road and you just wearing a t-shirt. You got some burn dressing here to help you, with the healing of those particular burns or whatever the case is. So I suggest you keep this, on you too as well. What else? I have some cramp cream, believe it or not, I go to the gym, I work out a lot. Sometimes when you're dehydrated, you don't know it, you can get a cramp in your muscles, whether it's your hands, your foot, or whatever the case is. You throw this sucker on there, boom, you're good to go. This is from ThoroWorks. And also, I also keep, some basic aspirin. I got some Sudafed in here. I have some Mucinex in here. The Sudafed is pretty much for, head and sinus. Pretty much head stuffiness. And the Mucinex is for like chest congestion, sinus congestion or whatever the case is. I also have some allergy pills in here as well. Just a couple of them, not a lot. Allergies, they tend to, come and go. I keep Q-tips, just to help keep out, some of the moisture. Also, Visine. Don't be that guy that rides your motorcycle with your visor up, because let me tell you something. I found out the hard way. You keep your visor up and you're riding at speed, those cars that are in front of you, those little tiny rocks that you don't see will come flying into your face mask and into your eye. So don't let that happen to you. But just in case that does happen, you got some Visine to actually flush that out of your eyes. I do have some regular ointment here. We got some triple antibiotic from Carol. It's pretty good, after you clean up a cut, sore, or puncture or something like that. You can use this to, help, heal up that particular, little small injury or whatever the case is. And I have this is for tooth pain. This stuff is probably the best stuff on planet Earth for tooth pain. If you have a toothache, your gums are sore, you have sensitive teeth, gums from any type of sweetnesses or cold or hot water. Let me tell you something. You take a little, whatever, little small cotton ball, a little dip of tissue or Q-tip. You dip this in here, throw it on your tooth or your gums, and let me tell you something. It solves the problem pretty much damn near immediately. So I always keep this on me, because you never know when you're going to have a toothache. They just creep out of nowhere sometimes, So I always keep this on me. This is from Gaia Labs. I like this stuff. And then I got, as a backup, I got some, some Anbesol. Don't really use this, but it's just a backup, just there. And I also keep, some batteries. I got some more Q-tips, and I got some AAA batteries, for my flashlight. So that's it. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff, that I got inside there. So, you look at all of this, what's here, on this side, these are all important things, that I always ride with, no matter where I'm going. I always make sure that I have this, all this equipment that I have. And this is just the medical gear aspect of pretty much, what I carry on my side. Because the one thing I did notice is that when I crashed, I used to keep that stuff, inside of my tail bag. But when I got ejected from my bike, I got ejected and I was a couple of feet away from my motorcycle. So I didn't have any of this stuff on me. So if I did have a puncture or if I was bleeding or something like that, I wasn't going to be able to move. I would have been, done for, as you would say. So now I actually keep all of this stuff on me. So in case, God forbid, something like that happens again, now I have everything on me, at my waist. So I'll push this to the side. So this is my, waist pack. Like I said, this is the Visine waist pack. It's not a dedicated motorcycle waist pack, but it doesn't have to be. You have to find out what works for you. And I actually love this particular pack, and I think I'm going to, keep on buying it until, if I find something, better, that's comfortable for me, for my daily application. So, hopefully this guy, gives you guys some ideas, what type of pack, you want to wear. You know, if you wanted something to go around your waist, but you just found a couple of things that were, you know, either too big or too small, you know, give this a try, you know, see if this, you know, works for you. It's been working for me for, you know, since I discovered it for about a year now, and I have no issues with it. I love it. Like I said, I'm going to keep, you know, buying this particular waist pack, you know, specifically for the carry capacity of what you get. It's not too heavy when you load it up, and it's extremely comfortable, you know, against your body. And a lot of times, you know, when you position it, you know, towards your side, I would say for me, I wear it on my 9 o'clock, and just below like my 9 o'clock, between the 8:30, you know, 9 o'clock position. I don't even feel that it's there. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Keep Living channel, Keep Living Motovlog. I am the KO Rider, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.
We live, we live, we